Hi everyone, Mike Vicaro from the New York Post and nypost.com, coming here from the Meadowlands a few minutes after the Jets finished off a 29-20 win over the Minnesota Vikings. A thrilling game in so many ways. The Jets really did their best to try and keep the Vikings in this game. Couldn't find the end zone in the first half, or at all in the first three quarters. Had a 12-0 lead. The Vikings came back, scored a couple late touchdowns because Brett Favre, despite the fact that he looked terrible and looked old over the first three quarters of the game, still showed enough to throw two picture-perfect touchdown passes that looked like they were thrown in about 1996 or so. Had one last chance at the end. The Jets clinged to a 22-20 lead, and on a big third down play, Dwight Lowry jumped in front of Vicente Shinko and took it back for the game-clinching touchdown.
And it was going to be a battle to the end. And our challenge to our guys was, to keep digging, to dig deep and find a way to get it done. And that's why I'm proud of, we felt confident we would win the game. We just never knew how. And we're just happy to move on 4-1 right now. Like we said, we're right on schedule. We want to have the best record in the National Football League at the end of the season, and we're right on pace.
It was a big win. Obviously, it puts us where we want to be. We got one of the best records in the National Football League. But we still got a long way to go. We got a big game next week at Denver, and we got to be ready to play.
I mean, it's a big win, for us. Leading on division 4-1. And we got one more game before our bye week. We're trying to finish out being 5-1 right for the bye week and be on top.
A big win for the Jets, who moved to 4-1 now. They've already got 3 wins over division rivals. This was the first time they stepped out of their own conference. Rex Ryan enjoyed this matchup because it was the loser of the AFC Championship game against the loser of the NFC Championship game from a year ago, and he thought it was a real test for his team. The Vikings have kind of struggled coming out of the gate, but obviously with Randy Moss joining forces with Brett Favre now, they were a dangerous team. The Jets showed a lot of resolve, a lot of resilience, holding on to the lead, maintaining it, and finally putting it away at the end. They're 4-1 now. They go to Denver next week, and they're facing their own hands. They believe they're the best team in the American football, in the AFC, and so far they've proven they're certainly among the best, right there with the Ravens. And if they can win on the road in Denver next week, it's going to be another real test and another notch in their belt. So until then, and for now, this is Mike Vicaro from the New York Post and nypost.com.